Welcome back to Main Street Living. Danielle, Quincy, if you love football like I do, you might be thinking that the NFL or college football is the only game in town. But wait, there's more.
That's right. You guys know I work in sports betting. People are always looking for something new to get involved in. The Indoor Football League has all of the excitement you're craving, but in a space where you can be right next to the action. League Commissioner Todd Tryon is here with details. Todd, thanks for coming back on Main Street Living.
You bet. My pleasure to be here.
So sad days because the season did just wrap. The 2022 IFL season just wrapped, and we're already looking forward to next season, though. So for those who may not be familiar, can you give us a little overview of what indoor football is like?
Yeah, absolutely. We are fast break football. We are 8-on-8. We play on a 50-yard field. We have padded walls as our out of bounds. It is an entertaining, interactive event. We go through about 70 balls a game because they're flying into the crowds. The players are flying into the crowds. We like to say it's a big party, and at some point a football game is going to break out. And it is a unique, exciting, interactive game.
Nice. Now, you're the commissioner of the Indoor Football League, and you were just talking about all these balls that end up in the audience and end up in the crowd. I know it's a lot of money, right? But you also started out as a player, so talk about your journey. How many balls did you throw in the audience, man?
I've had quite a 20-plus year run here, and I started as a player. I played for 5 years, and then I transitioned to a coach, and so I coached for 4 years, and then in 2009, I actually had the opportunity to play for the team that I actually had the opportunity to own the team that I once played for and coached. And so the Sioux Falls Storm, I ran and operated that with my family for 10 years. In 2019, we just wrapped up our 10th straight championship game. We'd won 7 of them. And it was in Arizona there, actually, that we beat the undefeated Rattlers, and looked at my wife and said, hey, let's look at something different. And we were out of the game for about a week, and was recruited into they were looking to make a change at the commissioner position, and they wanted somebody that had the history of running a team, and I kind of fit that mold, and so had the opportunity to settle into this role for the last 3 years.
Wow. What's more stressful?
Which one? Yeah. Is it worse trying to get hit or trying to run this league?
They've got different sets of stresses. I'm not quite as sore in the morning, but I'm a little more mentally drained with this. And
tension headaches, yeah.
Like to say, instead of dealing with one problem, I'm dealing with 14.
Okay.
But for the most part, we got such great ownership that they're pretty good to work with.
Yeah. Well, and I love that you mentioned when you said we were running the team, my family and I mean, you think football, you think family, and it's just more fun in sports when we have it kind of be a family affair. But we know that not all the players are going to become team owners or the commissioner of the league like you. So what are players working towards in the IFL? Who's playing?
The point of our league is we're a platform to advance your life, whether that's on the field or off the field. You use this as an opportunity to network yourself and meet people in the community. And statistically, only about 3-4% of players are going to move on to the CFL or NFL because, those are the next 2 stops that we have. And so, here in Sioux Falls, it was always exciting to recruit a high character, educated athlete into our market. And he plays with us. And, before you know it, he's coaching at the high school. He's he's a firefighter. He's a cop. We've got one that's dean of students right now, and we've got a couple that are ministers in churches, and everything and beyond. And so that's really what I'm proud of this league about is to give a player an opportunity to get out of wherever he's at and give him a platform to advance his life off the field.
Wow, Todd. Like how many teams? Because I noticed there's a lot of players to manage and be a commissioner of, but how many teams are we talking that's in the league, and is it still growing?
We are. We're a 14 to 16 team league. We've got as we put our schedules together here this next month, that kind of shows the structure of the league. We've got some that we're pushing off to 2024 just to give them a good enough runway to do things the right way. And so we're a growing league. We go from West Coast to East Coast. We've got a Western division, and then we've got an Eastern division that's got some Midwest teams in it. And the goal is to get to a 24-team league in the next 3 to 5 years. We're a nationwide footprint, and we're at a point where we're attracting some really quality owners that have got some pretty good markets.
Nice.
Yeah, sounds exciting. Any teams that you're expecting to have kind of a breakout season next year? Anybody you have your eye on?
Arizona's been strong. I mean, this past year they had 3 teams in the playoffs, and Vegas, I really expect them to rebound in their second year. They got such a a great infrastructure in place. I think that's somebody to keep their eye on. A new team that's come into our league is a Tulsa team, and they're yet to be named. But they come from a very popular, and they've got a pretty good infrastructure in the ECHL, which is a hockey league, and they've put a team in our league. And Sioux Falls Storm, don't rule them out. This last year was the first time they missed the playoffs since 2002. They've got a Hall of Fame coach that is really good, and I expect them to rebound and be back in the mix.
Awesome. Well, before we get out of here, Todd, where can viewers get more information about the IFL?
You bet. You go to our website, it's goifl.com. Obviously, the Facebook of Indoor Football League, and your Instagrams and your Twitters and TikToks and whatever else is starting to come out. We'll have a handle for that. But our best information is at our website. We're very interactive on it, very interactive on the social media. So I encourage you, just follow us.
Todd
Thanks so much,
Tryon.
Todd.
Thank you so much, my man.
Hey, my pleasure. Appreciate you guys.
No problem. Well, Danielle, I don't know if I'll be able to make a bet on any of those new teams, but I'll talk to you about how to make those numbers work for me. Either way, it'll be in the past, whether I do it or not. And so we're going to take a look at bringing the past back to life. Have we ever done that before? Find out after the break.